Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Pakistan in sizzling form take the field against Namibia. Not that Pakistan's net run rate is going to be anything to be questioned at the moment in terms of their points, but how do they approach this game? India versus Namibia is going to be very different. Pakistan, Namibia, are you going to see them maybe resting a few players, Harsha?
I don't know. Doesn't matter because that Pakistan team's pretty good. I mean, if you rest a Hassan Ali, you've got a Mohammad Wasim Jr. They talk highly of him. If you want to rest an Imad Wasim, you've got a Mohammad Nawaz. He's been playing around for a long time. That bowling side will look after itself. What they would like is a Shoaib Malik, a Mohammad Hafiz, a Fakhar Zaman getting some runs. My gut feel is if Namibia bat first, then Babar and Rizwan might just finish it off because their bowlers might be too good. The question is, does an Afridi or does an Adis Rao want to be rested? He might say, hang on, I could get 5 here if I get on a rhythm here.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, I must admit, when I start hearing of resting in T20 cricket, it makes me chuckle. It's 4 overs, 20 overs in the field. Get on with it. I mean, surely you just play the best team, the same team. Whatever you feel is that best team is on that given day. That like, if it's tactical that you manoeuvre a ball, you want another spinner or another seam, I completely get that. But when you're winning, just keep winning. And when you come up against someone like Namibia, send another message, hammer them. Just hammer them. That's what really good teams do. The Australian team back in the day, the 90s, early 2000s, they just used to steamroller everyone because they had that mentality of winning, and their coaching and their management would always say, the captains, come on, just to kind of rub them into it, absolutely kill them if you can. And that's exactly the mentality that Pakistan should have. I'm sure they will. They're a good team. They look like they've got a lot going for them. And if they get the chance to really, really, hammer Namibia and get that net run rate so far away, guarantee that you're number one. That's what Pakistan should be thinking tomorrow. Just guarantee that they finished top of that group.
Namibia, I did say that the man with the Newbury bat will be playing tomorrow. David Visa and his bunch of friends from Namibia, they've been doing really, really well. And you have to say, Harsha, one of the surprise packages for me was Jan Nicol Lofty Eaton. 5 games in a row, he didn't bat or bowl, but he was in the 11. And suddenly he comes, bats at number 3, bowls 4 overs and their best bowler on the day.
I love
that
players
to me.
like that, man. I was in the 9th standard in a school that had people up to 12 standard, right? So if you broke into your team, then you got to bat twice or whatever. So every time people turn up to a game, don't bat, don't bowl, go home, I feel a sense of kinship with players like those. But there's a couple of really good players there. Watch out for that Trumpelman. Both Trumpelman and Visa, they've benefited from the fact that the World Cup got pushed by 12 months, so they could fulfill their eligibility criteria to play for Namibia. They've got my favorite name among the entire group, Picky Ya France. What a name. I mean, if you got a name like Picky Ya France, you've got to be a player, man. But watch out for Gerard Erasmus. Yeah. I thought the innings he played against Ireland was just so composed, brilliant. I don't know if he can replicate it at this level. He's playing with a broken finger in the tournament, but they've had their heroes. I think the difference in standards a little too high at the moment, but they're a plucky side.
Yeah, the very fact that they made it to the second round, Michael, obviously this is a journey for them to try and learn what they can from every game. Now, as you said, they'll be expecting Pakistan to come hard at them. They'll know they're the form side. As Namibia, how are you going to approach this game? What do you want to take out of it?
Well, you're just looking for improvement. They've almost won their World Cup by qualifying. They've come through what they would have dreamt of doing. They're now playing against all the top teams, and you're just wanting little bits of improvement throughout the whole tournament. The fielding, the running between the wickets, just the basics of the game. That the bowling and the batting, they're not at the same level as some of these teams. But the basics of the game, running between the wickets, fielding. It doesn't matter whether you're an associate or a test playing nation. You can be a really good fielding team. You can be a really clever running between the wickets team, because that's something that you can actually control. So that's what I'd be looking for. Can they improve upon that? Can they have 1 or 2 that just have a bit of a day out, smack a few into the stands? And getting wickets at this level is not easy. And for some of those bowlers to pick up a Fakhar Zaman, Babar Azam, it'd be great for them. I just hope they can improve upon the way. But they really have won their cup final by getting it to this kind of stage.
Yeah, wonderful story, and we hope the wonderful story continues in terms of everything they absorb from every moment of that game.